We need immediate assistance.
You have a U.S. ambassador at risk. You gotta send us.
You're not the first responders. You will wait.
Let's go! We gotta move!
We have no jurisdiction in this country. We're not even supposed to be here.
Losing the initiative.
Stand down!
If you do not get here soon,
We are all gonna die.
None of you have to go. But we are the only help they have.
What an amazing movie.
Thank you so much.
I was so taken in yesterday when I saw it.
Thank you very much.
How much did you really know about, the events of Benghazi when you got into this project?
I think I thought I knew everything I needed to know about it. And I think that's what's really interesting about the movie is a lot of people know about the politics of Benghazi, and they think they know a lot about it because it's been, in the news so much. And what the politics is overshadowing is the true human story. I mean, 6 men put their lives on the line at the drop of a hat to go in and save people. And that is the truest definition of heroism. And I think that what we are so proud of in making this movie is that those guys finally get the acknowledgement that they deserve because, the political landscape has gotten so big that we've forgotten about the most important part of what happened.
How do you research or get yourself ready for a part like that of the mental state of a soldier, what they are going through? I mean, how easy or hard is that?
I mean, I think I don't know if it's easy or hard. It's just one way. You have to do it the right way and all the way, and you have to do it from the direct source. So the first thing I asked was if I could meet the guy that I was actually playing, and I've never played a real person before. I certainly haven't played a real person who's living or has gone through something like this. So it was absolutely imperative that I got a chance to meet him, and he was gracious enough to allow me to meet him. And more than that, was so generous. Within 5 minutes of meeting him, he just said, listen, you're allowed to ask me any question. Don't worry about emotional or otherwise, just ask it, because I want this story to be told, and I want it to be told in the right way. And to me, that was the most important thing to me, but also one of the most emotional parts for me, was that he was so kind and open with me.
Hey, we're coming in! We're on property! I'm on the roof! Don't leave me! We're under heavy fire! Chief. Are we expecting any friendlies?
I am not aware of any friendlies.
let them come. Let them come.
We're gonna unleash hate on these guys.
What you do right now will determine whether we live or die.
As long as I'm doing the right thing, God will take care of me.
If you don't send our support, Americans are going to die, including the one talking to you right now.
You're not giving orders anymore. You're in my world now.
I haven't thought about my family once tonight. Thinking about them now. Up here in the middle of all this.
Shoot that son of a bitch!
Thinking about my girls, man.
When you're on a set like that, how do you, when you come home in the evening, how do you snap out of something like that? It's very stressful.
It is stressful.
Because it's true story also.
Absolutely, and to be honest, there were nights where you didn't sleep very well because you had just gone through something, and we shot a lot of nights. As you can see in the movie, we shot a lot at night. So coming home at 5 a.m. and putting your head down isn't necessarily the way you want to get those Z's that you need. So, it's difficult, but I think we all took comfort in the fact that what we were doing was all together. We were all in it together. And we also felt so well taken care of because I think Michael Bay has been wanting to do a movie like this for a long time. He was offered Black Hawk Down. He was 2 hours away from getting the rights to Lone Survivor, so he's wanted this for so long that he had such a strong vision, such a strong understanding. So we never felt that we were going through, very rigorous shooting days for no reason. It was all focused, and we all felt so proud of what we were doing. I think that probably helped us go to bed at night.
On a lighter note, your body.
Yes, on a lighter note, my body.
We'll see it in the movie, obviously. Also, we saw it on Men's Health. I mean, you put on 25 pounds of muscles and cut down down to 9% body fat. How much discipline does something like that take?
Incredible discipline. And, you know, I was actually bizarrely impressed with myself, which sounds crazy, but I never thought I could do it. I mean, before that, I think, you know, I've never been someone who didn't go to the gym completely. I always tried to stay in shape in some form. But for me, it's, you know, eating a couple power bars and doing some push-ups to actually get to where you need to go is, it's a lot of work. But what I found, which I never thought I'd say, I really began to like it and then even love it. There's a science to it, and it all starts to make sense rather than why am I doing this? Why am I pushing this thing? Why am I dragging this thing? And once you realize why dragging a sled is different than doing push-ups, it really became cool, and I kind of got obsessed with it, and it was really fun to do. And yeah, it was hard, but it's something that once you do that work, if I could recommend to anybody, it would be give it some time. I think that certainly after the new year, people are like, 3 weeks, I'm going to get back in shape. That's not real. So give yourself the 6 weeks, the 8 weeks to do it, whatever it takes. And another one of my favorite bits of advice was throw away your scale. Because the numbers are always going to drive you insane. Because one day you'll think you look good, but you're 3 pounds up, and that doesn't make sense. So throw it away, because my trainer was right. He said the moment you look in the mirror and you see yourself the way you've always wanted to be seen, you'll know. And he was absolutely right. The moment I saw that in the mirror, I never went back. So it was great.
And what guilty pleasures did you have to give up for that?
Every guilty pleasure, and not so guilty. I am just totally open in how bad I eat sometimes. I'm a huge eater. My wife says I do everything in extremes. I'm either all or nothing. So for this movie, I was just salads and water. And then, you know, if I'm not doing something like this, or if I'm not working out, if you ordered a pizza, I'd eat the whole pizza. I'm not like let's have 3 slices guy. No, it's all going down. So I live in extremes, which is not great. So I think this helped balance me out, and now I understand how to move forward staying in shape.